Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me today. I have a couple of other videos I want to film. So the first part would be just putting on my makeup, and I thought we could chit chat while I do that. So I'm going to open up my Diet Coke. Love me a Diet Coke. And I also have my computer onto the side. I'm uploading another video right now, but sometimes it crashes, so I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it. So anyway, I hope you guys are well. I'm just gonna kind of start diving in here. I gotta start with chapstick though. It is finally that time of year, the winter of Minnesota, where I'm dry. My skin is dry, my lips are dry, like itchy kind of dry, which is not something I really experience anytime outside of winter, but it's here where like if I don't put lotion on every night, I can tell the next day. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with some primers. I'm going to start with my eye primer here. I've got my mirror kind of down below so I can look down into it. But yeah, the dryness is setting in, and so I'm having to make it my routine. And it's not hard to make it a routine when I can really notice the difference when I do actually put the lotion on and all that good stuff and keep my lips hydrated and whatever. And then my favorite face primer at the moment, the Too Faced Peachy. We'll just slap some of this on as well. So, I have been doing Vlogmas, which is a loose interpretation. I'm trying to post a video every day and then do like a weekly vlog, which is a little bit more, I guess you could say, like attainable. Just gonna clip my hair back here. So it's kind of on my face. I don't have to fight with it. But that has been kind of a fun challenge for me. We are back into a modified state mandated kind of lockdown. So there's really not much open. There's not much to do. I am up north in northern Minnesota, so we really are just waiting for ice so we can go out ice fishing and just have something to do outside of the home, because that is what I really struggle with. I've found as we've gone through these cycles of having to stay at home, being able to be out a little bit more, things like that. I really do struggle with like the mental break I need to like see a change of scenery and not stare at the same four walls and things like that on a daily basis. So that is something that I am looking forward to, having the ice come. It's starting, but it's not the whole lake, and we're on a pretty big lake, and we don't have thick enough ice for it to be safe either. So maybe later in the month around Christmas or something we can get out, but I'm certainly looking forward to having that kind of escape. But we have been trying to spice up what we're doing at home, and so we were announced that we were going back into a modified shutdown period again before Thanksgiving. So once that came, I thought, you know what, I think I'm just going to challenge myself to post a video every year, because that'll force me to have a hobby. And of course YouTube is a hobby for me, but it'll be a kind of a challenge and a project for me to work on and keep me busy, because I'm the type of person where if I sit still for too long, I end up getting antsy. So I have like an adult coloring book next to the side table by the couch, because sometimes when I watch movies, I just like, I need to do something, and that's what is easy and quiet and like something I can do while still watching a movie or whatever. But yeah, so this has been good for me, I think, like mentally. I'm gonna use my sultry palette today. I'm gonna do like a warm brown crease and a gold. I'm hoping this is like focusing okay. I kind of changed my lighting situation here. Everybody knows I am not the best at like figuring out this lighting stuff, so sorry, but I'm trying. I'm just kind of playing around, so we'll see how that ends up working out. Okay, so outside of like being at home all the time, I am kind of, I wouldn't say like struggling at work, but I'm going through a rough patch at work. And I'm sure that some of you guys have experienced this before too, where things are like fine, I'm very competent at my job, but I'm kind of tired of it. Like the day-to-day is getting pretty mundane. And for me, my favorite part of my job was the travel aspect. So before COVID, I would travel almost every single week to see my customers in person. And that was the excitement I loved. I loved the variety. I loved the travel piece. I'm young. I don't have like a family that I need to, be home consistently for. And that was really what I was looking for in a job, to have that change of pace. And that was something that I really valued. And it also helped me turn off work, because I'm the type of personality that I can just work all day and all night. Like, I won't really stop unless I make myself stop. And I also, the type of job, I'm in healthcare, so like there really is always work too. And I know that's true for a lot of jobs. It's not just healthcare, but that was something that I valued, because when I would go on the road, there would be times where you're in flight and you can only do so much, or you'd be driving from the airport to the hotel or to the hospital or wherever. And so there was like added in to your work week. Of course, you're working more than 40 hours a week of true work, but there was forced downtime in that. And I'm not getting that working from home. And I felt the same way when I would have stretches in the office, where I'd have maybe like 3-4 weeks in the office, and I would just feel like I couldn't escape the work. And I'm severely feeling that right now. We also are like in a hiring freeze, which completely makes sense, and it's not that big of a deal. But what makes it a bigger deal is we do have a lot of turnover right now. And so we're not replacing people as they leave. And what that means is it's increasing like my workload, because somebody has to absorb those projects and customers. So that's part of the struggle, is we are not replacing as people are leaving, and so it's putting more on your workload. So it's just kind of one of those times where I don't hate my job, but I'm not like excited about my job every day. And I think that's probably to some point kind of realistic to how your jobs might be. Like, not every day is your favorite day. And you're going to have seasons where it's probably better than other times. And right now we're just in a session where it's not ideal, I guess you could say. And so anyway, one of the people that recently left was my work wife, my best friend at work. I started 3 weeks after her. So we've been working together almost 3 years, and we really went through, being a new hire and adapting and kind of flourishing. And really now we are leaders of our group. She just resigned. So, and like, we're personal friends. We hang outside of work and whatever. Like, I still have her as a friend, but it made me sad because this week was the first full week without her there. And so every time I'd want to like chat her at an event or like get her thoughts on something, she wasn't there. And that was just kind of an adjustment for me, and I'll get past it. It'll be fine. But it just kind of stung a little bit, I guess you could say. It wasn't fun, but that's okay. I mean, I'm happy for her. Her work-life balance was pretty poor, like worse than mine. And she was promoted to a supervisor at my job, and that was not going well, you could say. So all around, it is a better, and it's a good thing she made the jump, but it kind of stung for me. So, just adjusting and finding my new, I guess, people. And I do have like other friends, but she was the one I was closest to. So, it'll be all right. It's kind of one of those things, like, people are always going to come and go from your job. So that is going to be my kind of basic golden-y eye look. I'm going to let that liner that I did with the black eyeshadow set, and then I'm going to do mascara and stuff later. But for foundation, I got this sample from the Fenty Beauty line, and I'm going to try it out. So this is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and I'm going to try, let's see here. I'm probably going to try this lightest shade first. I might need to mix it with the next lightest shade. I'm not really sure yet, but let's find out, shall we? I can appreciate that that's like a decent sample size, and I like the packaging of this where it's not just where you have to kind of squirt it out. It is a little bit of like a tray. That's really nice. So I am starting to think about what I want to film on my channel in the new year, and you know, I'm not trying to like get famous off of YouTube or anything like that. I just like YouTube as a hobby. It's fun for me. I'm gonna pull this mirror a little bit closer. It's fun for me, and it's kind of just an outlet. I enjoy connecting with you guys in the comments, and you know, I've been on YouTube for a long time. I used to be super involved with the Project Pan community, pan that palette. Man, I did pan that face palette before anybody else. I did weighing your products super early on. Like, I feel like I've been around. And over time, you know, your hobbies, your life, everything changes, and I really want my channel to be able to kind of grow with me, and whatever I feel like creating and I'm inspired to create, that's what I want to post on my channel. So it's not a cohesive channel by any means. Can't say like it's a makeup channel or it's a vlog channel or whatever. It's really just whatever the heck I want to do, and that's what I'm enjoying. I for a while felt pressure that I needed to kind of follow a certain template or mold, but I no longer feel that requirement upon myself, I guess you could say. It's just, for me, more fun to be passionate about something and to create a video that I am excited to talk to you guys about, whatever content that is or idea that is. That's more important to me than creating stuff that I don't really, don't really find passion in, or maybe just get old and sick of. So that is kind of where I see my channel going. I still love like Project Use It Up and Project Pan videos. My collection, of course, has significantly decreased in size over the years, so it's not quite the same as it once was when I had like makeup buying issues. I still plan to do that, to do like financial videos. I want to do more like decluttering videos because that's important to me too. So I'm just excited. I started to kind of plot out things that I want to do kind of in like a series or like a more regular touch base. One of those things is get ready with me's. I would like to do these a little bit more regular because it's nice to kind of just chat. Okay, I think I'm just gonna powder next. I do like to try to create a calendar of what I want to create and the kind of frequency of it. So there are some videos that I want to do maybe like a quarterly or like every other month type thing. Other things I want to do more monthly kind of basis. So putting it on a calendar is helpful. I'm definitely a visual person in all aspects of my life. I have to see it to understand it. I was that way in school, like just listening to something. Didn't really do it. I have to watch and kind of follow along. So creating a calendar is good. And my goal is, and it really has been, to, on average, that's kind of my caveat, post 2 videos a week. So sometimes there might be like 3 videos in 1 week and then just one the next. But I'm shooting for about 2 videos a week, and you know, there might be more, there might be less, but that's what I'm setting a goal. Now, it is a lot easier for me with the work from home. That was a really hard thing to manage as I was traveling. I didn't really have a calendar. There was a variety of reasons why it wasn't working, and there was like periods of time on my channel that I was just gone. So, you know, that's something that having a calendar will be helpful, but I also know I'm going to be working from home for a while, you could say. Like my travel is not going to be the same that it was pre-COVID for probably another year. And even, it might not even go back to exactly the same. We are definitely evaluating. We would be with our customers like once a month, once every other month. I would go see them total between 6 and 8 times. So we're evaluating as a company, do we really need to be traveling that much? Partly for public health reasons. You know, if I'm in New Mexico and then the next week I'm in Colorado and then I'm in New Hampshire, like I can be bringing stuff and spreading it. So that's obviously not going to work. But also just from a financial aspect, we are saving as a company a ton of money not traveling. So for example, when I would travel, everything is put on my credit card, and then I do a expense report to get reimbursed. That's how we work, except for flights. They would pay for your flights. You did not put that on a credit card. So with the car rental, the hotel, the food, the gas, the whole shebang of a week, I would be between $1,000 and $1,500 every week, really depending on where I am. If I'm in a more metropolitan area, the hotel is going to be more expensive than if I'm in a small town. So it just depended where I was, but yeah, about $1,000 to $1,500 a week for me. Now I have a ton of coworkers that do the same travel thing that I do, so that's a lot of money. In 2019, I traveled 30 weeks out of the year, so 30 out of 52. So let's say just $1,000 times 30, they had to pay me $30,000 to reimburse me. So that's like a lot of money, and I'm one person again, and you multiply that probably, I'm guessing in a travel position like I'm in, at least probably 2,000 employees. I'm sure more. That's probably like way underestimating, but as you can imagine, 30,000 times 2,000, that's a lot of money. So I don't think that we will really go back to the type of frequency of travel that we had before, which is okay with me, given the precautions and all the things that we need to think about. That's fine, but it is a change for me to be home for so long. I'm just going to put on my Hourglass blush. I'm going to be doing a video on my recent purchases soon, because I did pick up a few things at Sephora VIB, and then they've been having crazy sales at Sephora since VIB. Like, a ton of stuff is half off. Go check it out. They're doing sales all month. Like, there's a 1 week where it's just like triple or quadruple points. There's another week where it's just $20 off. I think the last week of the year is an additional 20% off all sale items. Like, they're really pushing people to shop, and you know what, they kind of suckered me in, but whatever. So I'm going to be doing a recent purchases video here soon, so I can share with you all the new goodies that I have in my makeup or skincare. Really are the two categories of collections. But let's see, I need to put mascara on. Oh no, I think I forgot to grab my mascara. Let me go get it. Okay. Mascara time. I feel like mascara is one of those items that just brings the look together. Okay. I kind of forgot what we were talking about, so it's perfect time to talk about something else, right? Let's spray down my face here. What else is there? I guess, kind of outside of work, outside of YouTube, I have been filming vlogs, and I'm not very good at them, but I'm trying, on my channel for Vlogmas. So if you ever wondered how boring my life is, that's where you can find out. I really am quite boring. I don't do a whole lot during the work week. It just, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's dark because my where I'm living, the sunset with daylight savings is at 4:30. So I finish work at 4:30, so it's literally sunset, and then it's dark by 5, and then you feel like you should just go to bed. So I've been trying to turn on like all of the lights to help me just not feel tired and stay awake, but it certainly is a bummer when it's so dark out. I don't know, I struggle with it because, you know, it makes me just so tired and feel like I should be in bed, but then I look at the clock and it's, you know, 6:30. So we're also just trying to kind of eat dinner a little bit later. So that, like, sometimes if we eat dinner at like 5 o'clock or 5:30, then it's like, okay, now I have to stay up for how many hours? So sometimes having dinner a little bit later helps keep me up at least. And it's something kind of on the schedules to still do. But I have kind of really gotten into my groove with my cleaning routine, which is so lame, but also something that brings me a lot of joy. Makes me happy when I can look around the house and know, like, okay, I've cleaned that recently, or I have a schedule. It's one of those things that does never end, of course, right? Like, we're constantly cleaning, but it gives some sort of task for me to do each day, and that is what I appreciate, because sometimes I need a little, like, to-do item to make me feel like I'm accomplishing something. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of this for a brow bone highlight. Yeah, and I do a lot of things during the day, like laundry. That's one of my favorite things about working from home, is I can throw in a load of laundry throughout the day. I usually start it like when I'm making my coffee in the morning. I'll flip it at lunch, and then it's done when I'm done with work, and I can put everything away. Or like earlier if I have a little break in my day. So that is one of the perks for sure of working from home. And outside of that, now I'm kind of in the decluttering phase again. I was in it, kind of lingered, and now I'm back into that groove. So I am certainly looking forward to kind of working through the different closets and cupboards and things like that. I've made a schedule for myself. So I'm going to do like each room twice a year, or like, so I have like bedrooms. So I'll do bedrooms like January and July, and then I'll do bathrooms February and August, that kind of thing. So you're always going through them and decluttering and deep cleaning every 6 months. And that is something that I think will help, just to feel like I'm on top of things, and it's like, I don't know. I think when I declutter during certain seasons of the year, I'm more inclined to keep certain items or get rid of them. So I feel like kind of doing it every 6 months gives you both like summer and winter, or spring and fall. Like for clothing example, like in the winter, I don't really want to get rid of any of my summer clothes because I don't know what I'm going to want to wear, and then kind of vice versa. So if I go through my clothes every 2 months or every 6 months, and I'm on both of those schedules, it's a little bit easier for me to say, okay, yep, I'm not wearing these shorts, I can get rid of them. That is not a lip liner. That was a close call, you guys. That's an eyeliner. Here's my lip liner. And then I'm going to use this, put my glasses on since I'm like done with my face. I'm gonna use this lipstick from Flower. It's the Cinnamon Crush. It's a matte shade. I just haven't been reaching for this, and I saw it today and I thought, yeah, that's gonna be the one. It's kind of like, I guess cinnamon's a great name for it. It's kind of like a red, but like not, I don't know. I like it though. So this is going to be the completed look for today. I can unclip my hair. I've been blow drying my hair a lot and I love it. So that is going to be the completed look. I know I just like completely rambled, and probably a lot of the stream of consciousness that I talked about was all over the place, but thanks for watching anyway and listening to me. I hope you guys are doing okay. I would love to know kind of a life update from you guys in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.